We will move on for the another concept, that is another type, another class, which is Bryopsida, right? Bryopsida, right? So what will be the difference related to the Markensia? So sorry, examples related to this is Anthocerosis. You can write the example concerning about Anthoceropsida is Anthocerosis. Clear? So what will be the difference between the Hepaticopsida and the Anthoceropsida? ನಿಮಗೇನು ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು? What you got to know about the difference between the Anthoceropsida and the Hepaticopsida? What difference? Difference related to their sporophyte, difference related to their gametophyte, difference related to their rhizoids, difference related to their elaters, right? Difference related to their thallus structure, horn-like, lobe-like, right? So like that we are going to differentiate the Hepaticopsida and the Anthoceropsida, and you should not be under any confusion. So na yaake recall ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೀನಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ you should be very familiarized, and as because the technical terms which are right over here, they are totally quite complex to your mind. It is quite difficult to grasp at a single time. ಒಂದೇ ಸಲ ಹೇಳಿದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಳಕ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ತಲೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಕುಂದ್ರಾಗ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟಿ ಅನಿಸ್ಬೋದು, ನೀವು ಫೀಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು. ಅಂಡ್ why I am recalling those are the technical terms, why I am recalling frequently, as because I keep on in touch with those technical terms ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಕೂಡ ಅವನು ಹೊಳಮಳ ರಿಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಥಿಂಗ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿಫಿಕಲ್ಟ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಇದು ಹೆಂಗಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ I'm just giving an example to remember these technical terms. So ಹೆಂಗ್ ರಿಕಾಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ಹೆಂಗ್ ನೀವು ಪ್ರಾಕ್ಟೀಸ್ ಮಾಡಿರ್ತೀರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡೋದಾಯ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ನೀವು ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಇವಾಗ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ನಾವು ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗೈತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ನ ಕೊಡ್ಬೋದಿತ್ತು. ನೀವು ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಹೆಂಗಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ 7th ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿ 8th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಹೋಗಿರ್ತೀರಿ. ನೀವೆಲ್ಲರೂ ಕೂಡ SLC ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ ಈಗ, ಹೌದಾ? ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಪಾಸ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದೀರಿ. ಸೊ 8th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಬಂದಿದ್ದೀರಿ ನೀವು. ಸೊ 8th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ಬಂದಿರಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದಾಗ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಅಸ್ಯೂಮ್ ದಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸು ಇರ್ತಾರ 7th ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ ವರೆಗೂ ಕೂಡ, ನೀವು ಹೈಸ್ಕೂಲಿಗೆ ಬಂದಿರ್ತೀರಿ. ಮತ್ತೆ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಪ್ಲೇಸಸ್ ಇದ್ದ ಬೇರೆ ಬೇರೆ ಹುಡುಗರು ಬಂದಿರ್ತಾರ. ಫಾರ್ ದ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ನೀವು ಅವ್ರನ್ನ ಮೀಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತೀರಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಬಾಜುನ ಕುಂತಿರ್ತಾನವ. ಒಂದೇ ಸಲ ಅವ್ನು ಬೆಟ್ಟಾಗ ಅವನ ಹೆಸರು ನೆನಪು ಹೋಗ್ಬಿಡ್ತದ ನಿಮಗೆ? ನೋ, ನೆನಪು ಅವನಿಗೆ ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ತೇಜಸ್ ಇತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಅವಾಗ SS ಅಂತಿರ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅಂಡರ್ ಕನ್ಫ್ಯೂಷನ್, ರೈಟ್? ಸೊ ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಅವನ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಒಡನಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಯಾವಾಗ ಅವನ ಜೊತೆ ಹೊಳಂಬಳ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, you will become friends, you will become close friends. The same way the subject also. ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಅದ್ರ ಕೂಟಾಗ ಇಂಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಅದ್ರ ಕೂಟಾಗ ಇರ್ತೀರಿ, that will become more closer, that will come more closer and closer to you all. ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಅದರಿಂದ ದೂರ ಹೋಗಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ಅಷ್ಟು ಫಾರ್ ಅವೇ ಹೋಗ್ತದ, ಅಷ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ ತಲೆ ಒಳಗೆ ಹೋಗಂಗೆ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯೂಶಲಿ ಹೆಂಗಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ ಮೆಂಟಾಲಿಟಿ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿರ್ತದೆ. ಲೈಕ್ ಹೆಂಗಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನ ಫೀಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ನೀವು ಕೂಡ ಅದನ್ನ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಫೀಲ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡೇ ಇರ್ತೀರಿ. ಹೆಂಗಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಹೆಂಗಪ್ಪ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಲಿಟ್ರಲಿ ಈ ಮಾಸ್ಟರ್ ಬಂದ, ಈ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಬಂದ್ರು, ಇವ್ರು ಹೇಳೋದು ನನಗೆ ತಿಳಿಯಂಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಮೆಂಟಲಿ ತಿಳಿಯೋದು ಫಿಕ್ಸ್ ಇತ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಹರಿಬ್ರಹ್ಮ ಬಂದ್ರು ಯಾರು ಕೂಡ ವೇರಿಯೇಷನ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ ಸಾಧ್ಯನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಯಾಕೆ ತಿಳಿಯಂಗಿಲ್ಲ ನನಗೆ? ಅವ್ರು ತಿಳಿಯಕತ್ತಾರ, ನನಗೆ ಯಾಕೆ ತಿಳಿಯಂಗಿಲ್ಲ? ಅವ್ರು ಹೆಂಗ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ನನಗೂ ಹಂಗ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ ಅವರು. ಸೊ ಈ ಟೈಪ್ ಈ ವೇದೊಳಗೆ ನಾವು ಕಲಿತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಹಂಬಲ್ ನಮ್ಮೊಳಗೆ ಹುಡ್ತಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಡೆಫಿನೆಟ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದು ತಿಳಿದೇ ತಿಳಿತದೆ. Now we should not feed our mind with the negative thoughts. We all are here to learn. We are here to achieve something. So for that sake, have these all things in your mind ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಾಗ ಜೊತೆಗಿರ್ತೀರಿ ಅಷ್ಟು ನಿಮಗೆ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟು ಕ್ಲೋಸ್ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತದ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಎನಿಮಿ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತದ. ಅದ್ರ ಸಂಬಂಧ ಹೇಳಕತ್ತೀನಿ. ಸೊ ನಾನು ಅದ್ರ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ, ನೀವು ಅದ್ರ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಡ್ರಿ ಅಂತಂದು ಹೇಳಿ. ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಐ ಚೂಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಸ್ ಮೈ ಎನಿಮಿ. ಸೊ ಟಿಲ್ ಟುಡೇ ಐ ಫೀಲ್ ಲೈಕ್, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ನೀವು ಅದು ಆಗಬಾರ್ದು. ನಮ್ದು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಬರೀ ಬಯಾಲಜಿ, ನಿಮ್ದು PCMB ಮ್ಯಾಗ್ 2 ಕಾಂಬೋ. ಯಾವ? ಕನ್ನಡ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಕನ್ನಡ, ಹಿಂದಿ ತಗೊಂಡ್ರೆ ಹಿಂದಿ, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಕನ್ನಡ ಇಂಗ್ಲಿಷ್, ಸೊ ಅವೆರಡು ಕಾಂಬೋ ಇದ್ದಂಗ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಬೆಟರ್ ಇಫ್ ಯು ಚೂಸ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ very equally. Clear? So next we will move on for the Bryopsida. The Bryopsida are commonly known as mosses. The Bryopsida or the members of Bryopsida are commonly known as mosses. Yake? As because they usually grow in groups. Why they are called as mosses? Mass ಆಗಿ ಬೆಳಿತಾವು, ಹೌದಾ? ಸೊ ಗ್ರೂಪ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಬೆಳಿತಾವು. For that sake we are going to call them as with another name, that is mosses. So they usually grow in groups. For that sake we are going to call them as mosses. Once we look into the gametophyte, the gametophyte is actually having two phases. ಒಂದು reproductive phase, ಇನ್ನೊಂದು juvenile phase. So the juvenile phase has a gametophyte has a juvenile phase which is branched filamentous stage resembling like a green algae known as gametophore, which develops into a protonema as a lateral bud. Remember, those gametophores that will be differentiated like major things. Wait a sec. Sorry for the inconvenience. So I was explaining related to the gametophyte. So gametophyte anta bandaga, gametophyte, let me write, gametophyte has juvenile phase. Juvenile phase ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ pre reproductive phase ಅಂತಂದಾಗ, which is under growth ಅಂತಂದಾಗ. Juvenile phase which is branched filamentous, which is branched filamentous, which is branched filamentous, resembling like a green algae, resembles like green algae. ನಾ ಬರಂಗಿಲ್ಲ, resembles ನೀವು ಬರೀರಿ, green algae, called as, which is called as what? ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಟೋಟಲ್ ಇರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಪ್ಪ ಅಂದ್ರೆ called as the specialized gametophores. Which is commonly known as gametophores, which develops from protonema as lateral bud, which is developed from protonema as a bud. So actually this gametophore differentiated into root like, stem like, leaf like structures. The gametophore is differentiated into root, stem and leaf like structures. They are, remember, they are not actually roots, they are not actually stem, they are not actually leaf, they are, you know, they are like structures, right? Root gate irtada, root gate function ಮಾಡ್ತದ, but they are not roots, true roots. Stem gate irtada, but it is not true stem. Leaf gate irtav, but they are not true leaf. Leaf like, stem like, root like structures. Clear? Next one, the rhizoids anta bandaga, the rhizoids are multicellular, The rhizoids are multicellular, branched. The rhizoids are multicellular, branched, and the leaves are, leaf-like structures andange, and the leaves are spirally arranged on the stem. The leaves are spirally arranged on the stem. Next, the stem of gametophores is internally differentiated into, you can write it, the stem of gametophores is internally differentiated into, the stem of gametophores is internally differentiated into epidermis, yaudu the gametophore, internally differentiated into epidermis, cortex, and central stand. Epidermis, cortex and central strand. So once we ನಾನು ಒಂದು diagram ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು when I was explaining related to the general characteristics. I hope you all remember it, right? So ಈ ಟೈಪ್ ಇರತಕ್ಕಂತ ಒಂದು diagram ನ ತೆಗೆದಿದ್ದೆ ನಾನು, which I called it as a funaria ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. So funaria is a member of mosses, right? So let me draw that again. So if at all we look into that, there will be a presence of, where is red chalk man? There will be a presence of multicellular rhizoids, which are root-like multicellular rhizoids, over which there will be the presence of spirally arranged leaf-like structures, what we are going to call them as the leaves. Leaf-like structures. Okay? So due to the presence of these structures which are present over the stem-like structure, they will help in the process of what? They will help in the process of performing the process of photosynthesis. Right? So over which there will be the presence of, iದೇನಿದು root-like structure, ಇದು stem-like structure, ಇದು leaf-like structure. ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ, there will be a presence of a sporophyte. What is this? This is the sporophyte. So this sporophyte is parasitic and it is depending on what? The gametophyte. That's how the actual structure. The other structure is, this is the structure of funaria. Funaria is a very good example for mosses. Right. So we are talking about the there will be a presence of epidermis, then cortex and central stand. Once we look into that, absolutely they will perform the process of photosynthesis. ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತು. So they will undergo the process of the vegetative reproduction as well. The vegetative reproduction in mosses, it will be carried out by fragmentation and budding in secondary protonema. Remember, the vegetative reproduction in mosses, and the mosses will also undergo vegetative reproduction. ನಾನು ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ತೀನಿ, ನೀವು ಪೂರ ಬರೀರಿ. ವೆಜ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ವೆಜ್ ನಾನ್ ವೆಜ್ ಹೋಗ್ತೀರಿ ನೀವು. ಸೊ ವೆಜಿಟೇಟಿವ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಬೈ ಫ್ರಾಗ್ಮೆಂಟೇಶನ್ and ಬರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್, ಬಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ನಾವು ಅದಕ್ಕೆ. ಸೊ ಬರ್ಡ್ ಫಾರ್ಮೇಶನ್ ಆರ್ ಬಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ secondary protonema. Secondary protonema. By undergoing that secondary, ಎರಡು ಬರೋದು ಮೇಲೆ ಬರೋದು ಪ್ರೈಮರಿ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ಕೆಮಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಒಳಗೆ ಕಲ್ತಿರ ಅನ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು. ಸೊ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ ನೀವು ಪೂರ ಬರೀ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ protonema. Then if at all we look into the sexual reproduction, you can write it down. ಕಾಮನ್ ಆಗಿ ಕಲ್ತಿರ್ತಕ್ಕಂಥದ್ದು ಸೆಕ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ಗನ್ಸ್, ನೇಮ್ಲಿ sexual reproduction carried out by the presence of sex organs, namely antheridia and archegonia, right, which arise from the superficial cells of the apex of the stem, which is branched. Archegonia is a female reproductive structure. Archegonia are complex, well developed, generally contain an egg cell, right, one egg cell and one venter canal cell and 6 to many neck canal cells, of course. Then the antherozoid, which is a male gamete, which is a motile in nature. Then there will be a presence of process of fusion of male and female gamete, which is going to occur, which leads in the process of fertilization. In case of here fertilization anta bandaga, the fertilization is zooidogamous. ನೋಡ್ರಿ, ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಆಲ್ ದ ಥಿಂಗ್ಸ್. ಇಲ್ಲೇ ನಾವು ಏನು ಬರಿಬಹುದು, ಆಂಥೆರಿಡಿಯಾ, ನಾ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಇದನ್ನ, ಆಂಥೆರಿಡಿಯಾ ಅಂಡ್ ಆರ್ಕಿಗೋನಿಯಾ, ರೈಟ್, ಆರ್ಕಿಗೋನಿಯಾ, this is containing an egg cell, one ventral canal cell, alva. Then this is containing the antherozoids, right, they will come together and there will be a presence of what, fertilization. So in fertilization anta bandaga there will be a unique character. This will undergo zooidogamous type of fertilization. So what is zooidogamous type of fertilization? Which is very similar to oogamous type of fertilization. Zooidogamous type of fertilization is similar to oogamous type of fertilization. So due to the presence of a fusion of two haploid male gametes, the diploid sporophyte or sporogonium, it will be developed, alva. So the masses, they usually have a specialized echaborate type of mechanism for the spore disposal. Sporophyte is partially parasite. Sporophyte will show a definite growth and differentiated into foot, seta and capsule. Remember, due to the process of fertilization, zygote formation ಆಯಿತು, embryo formation ಆಯಿತು, right, ಈ embryo ಏನಾಗಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಯಿತು, ಸ್ಪೋರೋಫೈಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಯಿತು. So this is sporophyte ಅಂತದಿದು. The sporophyte is partially parasite, right, partial parasite. ಎದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ parasite, ಎದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ over the gametophyte, right, and the sporophyte will show definite growth, right, it will show definite growth which has or which differentiated into three structures. ಯಾವುದು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾನು, foot, seta and capsule, right, foot which is differentiated into foot, seta and capsule. Notice in case of Anthoceratopsida we are not going to find this structure, alva. Foot and capsule ಮಾತ್ರ ಕನ್ಫೈನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ವಿ ನಾವು. In masses we are going to find, we can differentiate it into foot, seta and capsule. So within the capsule there will be a presence of a number of spores that have been produced. ಸ್ಪೋರ್ ಮದರ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಇದ್ದ ಡಿಡಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಸೆಲ್ ಡಿವಿಷನ್ ಆಗಿ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಆಗ್ತದೆ. those spores that will on liberation develops into a young gametophyte called as protonema. Remember, ಇದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್. ಇದು ವಿತ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸೂಲ್ ಒಳಗೆ ಏನಿರ್ತದೆ, ನಾನು ಡಯಾಗ್ರಾಮೆಟಿಕ್ ಬರೀತೀನಿ ನೋಡ್ರಿ. ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಸೂಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಸ್ಪೋರ್ ಮದರ್ ಸೆಲ್, SMC, spore mother cell. This spore mother cell on reductional cell division or meiosis produces what? Spores, right? These spores are haploid in nature. Spore mother cell is diploid in nature. On meiosis it is going to produce spores. Those spores, it is important for 1 mark, those spores of masses, those spores of masses on germination gives rise to a specialized structure called as protonema. The spores on germination developed into young gametophyte called as protonema. It is important for 1 mark. What is protonema anta question keltara. The haploid spores of masses on germination gives rise to young gametophyte is called as protonema. Is it clear? So this is what related to the masses. In the next session we will discuss about the economic importance of bryophytes and we will start with the pteridophytes. Clear? ಇವತ್ತಿನ ಹೋಮ್ವರ್ಕ್, ರೈಟ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾರೆಕ್ಟರಿಸ್ಟಿಕ್ ಫೀಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ಬ್ರಯೋಪ್ಸಿಡಾ ಅಂಡ್ ಆಂಥೋಸೆರಾಪ್ಸಿಡಾ. ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಮಚ್.